What's going on, everybody? It's been a while. Today I'm going to be doing a video on Roach Chow. I see a lot of conversation going on with newcomers asking about what do you use for Roach Chow. Um, Place that I go, 99-cent store. Every single one of these items, steel cut oats, organic cookies, blueberry. This is probably the only item that I don't get from the 99-cent store. Petco, 99-cent store. Cornflakes, Triscuits, 99-cent store. And I think for the first time, I'm actually trying these apple crisps, 100% fruit, no sugar added, no additives. Kind of like dehydrated fruit. Obviously, apples go bad; they start to spoil. So instead of using real apples, try apple crisp. And it's also the first time that I'm actually using this organic Quaker blueberry flavor. I went ahead and pre-grinded, I guess you want to say. This is the blueberry cookies with the steel cut oats. The steel cut oats I wind up microwaving for about a minute or so just to make sure that there's no grain mites on that. That right there would be the dehydrated apple crisp ground into powder. This right here would be the bearded dragon pellets ground into powder. Sorry. This right here is the cornflakes ground to powder, and last but not least, we have the Triscuits also ground to powder. So, let me see if I can get all that out. No, there's still more. 1 second. Got a bunch more stuck inside there. Let me get all that out. Like I mentioned before, I try to make my roach chow fresh, not let any roach chow sit out, possibly get grain mites. Like I mentioned in one of my other videos, I really dislike grain mites. One of the other ingredients that I don't have here right now, and I actually think is the reason why I wind up having grain mites, is the cricket. What was it? Cricket chow, cricket food that I got over from Petco. When I went to go grab the container, lo and behold, the whole thing was gone. But it looked like there was soil left inside there. And it's making me think, was that what actually caused the grain mites? Are the grain mites coming in with the cricket chow that I purchased from Petco? So, between the items that I had, Triscuits, cornflakes, organic cookies, apple crisp, all of these items are all sealed. So I guess it's safe to say that there's nothing inside them. But yeah. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the way that I make my roach chow. And as you can see, it's a pretty good container size. Equal portions on the cap, crushing up cornflakes, Triscuits, like that, put inside there. Sorry for the movement. But this is my roast chow. All right. So I fed the bins earlier with some blueberries, raspberries, oranges. I have some squash. I haven't actually fed them squash yet. We'll probably do that next time around. Get this thing mixed in all together. All right. You see some chunks of cornflakes still left. Didn't get to blend it that well. I see a lot of people have access to chick feed. I don't frequent the feed store, but if you do have 99-cent store inside your town or Dollar Tree or something like that, they definitely have a lot. All right, so as far as quantities that I feed, let me see. All right, yeah, not too much, and then we'll see how that winds up going. It's maybe a quarter of the tray. And this is going to be going into my feeder bin. I choose the bearded dragon pellets and feed it to my feeder bin just for, I guess, a little extra nutrition that can be going to my bearded dragons. Obviously, we're trying to gut load. Whoops, spilling roach chow all over the place. Don't want that to happen. My wife's probably going to get mad. All right. Very good. All right. So, roach chow ingredients, everybody. Hopefully that gives a little insight into how to make your own roach chow. Right. This one right here will last me a while. I also like to be extra safe. 1 second. And there goes my camera. All right, sorry about that. All right, so precaution. Put in a Ziploc bag. Call me paranoid, but if you haven't noticed, I don't like grain mites. All right. Now, let's go in and bring this over to the bins. Set that up. Let's go ahead and take down this one. All right. Like I mentioned, gave the bins a bunch of fruits earlier. So oranges, blueberries, raspberries. They love blueberries. Like they're eating those blueberries up really, really fast. You can see some of the roaches hanging out. Let's see what's under here. Who's hiding? Very good. All right, so this will be going in here. Let me make an adjustment to this. As you can see, more babies. So breeding is still going good. I haven't given the bins like roach chow in quite some time after I wound up experiencing the grain mites. But now that everything is nice and clear, I think it's a good time for me to try, see how fast they go through that chow that I just made, and replenish the extra that I made. All right. Excuse me. And then here we go with the feeder bin. These guys get no citrus. We got carrots. Got some room up top. If you want to see how these guys are doing, let's see if they all move to the back ones. Nope, still going good. They're getting bigger, definitely. Awesome. And then we'll give these guys their roach chow. All right. Let me see, I'll put it. I'll put it right there so then they can climb up. All right. So yes, that is what is going on, everybody. Roach chow, fresh veggies, temperature. Live in San Diego, so right now averaging outside is 80 degrees or so. The heat mat that I have on my breeder bin, it cuts off like at 95 degrees, so it's not putting in too much work because it's actually warm here in San Diego right now. Humidity wise, I try to keep the humidity low. I open up my bin every day, see if there's any extra moisture. I haven't had any issues with grain mites. Definitely feed your breeder citrus, keep them hydrated. Do not feed your feeders citrus. One of the techniques I have with my feeders is to feed largest to smallest. I really try to pay attention to the ones that I feed my lizards. Obviously, the smaller ones, you feed those ones off first. You're not giving them a chance to grow, gain any size, be bigger pieces of protein. So definitely when you feed your dragons, lizards, whatever, try and feed the biggest ones that you can. Leave the smallest ones inside there. Allow them to get some time to grow up, molt a couple times. And as long as you keep that up, you'll be able to take your babies, put them into your feeder bins, and let them grow as well, and continue to feed off with the larger ones. I think that's all going to be it, everybody. Hope you guys have a great day. See you guys later.